What's poppin', everyone? Welcome to another episode of Remember When. My name is Jose. With me today are my boys Amir and Johnny. Say what's up, guys.
Yo, man, what's good?
What's up, y'all?
Yo, boys.
Yo.
So we're going to be talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory today. But I have to know, I know you're not a big chocolate person, Johnny.
Yeah.
But you've told us before that the one exception is ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream sandwiches. And you know what? There was a specific brand flavor of Cocoa Puffs that had like some like weird like milk chocolate flavor, but none of it tastes like chocolate. It was crazy. Those are the only two exceptions in this world.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's all banned.
Okay, it's all banned. It's all banned. But I have to ask you then, Amir, what's your favorite chocolate?
Damn, that's hard.
If you have one. Or, I guess, chocolate-based product.
Like, probably Snickers. Like, Snickers is the go-to for me.
Oh, really? Snickers?
Yeah, fam.
Okay. Is that like one of your favorite candies ever? Or like a go-to one if you're like in the mood for something sweet? Would you go to that?
Yeah, I think that's like my go-to for like chocolate.
Okay. So now, what's the difference between fudge and chocolate?
I thought that was the same damn thing.
Is it the same thing?
I thought it was the same thing. Fudge, chocolate fudge.
I thought it was different. Like, I thought it was made different.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering.
Is it more slimy chocolate?
Let me give that a quick Google. Like,
I could have swore it's like the way it's
chocolate.
created is like just different because I feel like it's a different consistency.
Is it more akin to like dark chocolate or like
No,
like milk chocolate?
Bro, normal chocolate and dark chocolate are like variants, but those are more similar versus fudge.
Is it like having
whenever you get fudge, it's in globs and
well, you're talking to me. You don't eat fudge. So I don't really know.
So the great internet has spoken.
All right,
says,
what does the overlord say?
Fudge often contains chocolate. Fudge is not the same as chocolate. Chocolate is a mix of cocoa solids, cocoa butter, and sometimes sugar and other flavorings, and is hard and brittle. Fudge is a mixture of sugar, dairy, and flavorings that is cooked and cooled to form a smooth, semi-soft confection.
Okay, that's a whole damn recipe. That's not even...
Well, I mean, it's also from Food Network.
Food Network's never wrong.
It literally says in the hyperlink title, it says, "What is fudge?" ? Cooking school. So yeah, they're giving you a pretty good breakdown.
So it's a recipe. It's not a type of chocolate.
No, it's just not a type of chocolate.
Got you.
Yeah. But now we know.
Now
We've
we
been
know.
educated.
nice.
No. I'm going to go with brownies, bro. I don't know if that counts or not, but I'm going to just say it is.
Because that's chocolate flavor.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. I love brownies,
cocoa.
bro. Yeah, cocoa. I guess the question is, what's your favorite cocoa?
What's your favorite cocoa-based product?
Yeah, your favorite cocoa-based product.
99% of people going to say coffee. Like,
Ew. Actually, no, I love coffee, but, I wouldn't put that for my
I'm
cocoa.
about to say you're disrespecting your ancestors.
Yeah. No, I really just accept. Yeah. That's my
Coffee,
whole life
nasty.
growing up. The past 20 years, bro.
55% of the audience dislike that.
Every time I go to our grandparents, oh, it's so bad. I love it.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good. Off to the side, throwing up in the bathroom.
Getting Dunkin' just for looks.
Just throws in the trash can every single day. That'd be the biggest ways, bro. If I'm just like, yeah, bro, long day in the office. It's a Monday, right? Got my cup.
That's kind of a flex if your boss just rolls in, looks at you, just throws away a full meal, and just goes right to the office.
People be like, is he protesting? Like, what's
Is he protesting?
He on a hunger strike?
Is he protesting the coffee cost?
He vegan or something?
That's crazy. All right, but yeah, so we will be talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because coming up soon is the Wonka movie, December 15th, coming out in theaters. Yeah.
Woo! Can't wait for the Wonka movie. Woo!
Yeah.
So now all the people that refer to this movie as the Willy Wonka, it matches.
Hey! Y'all seen Wonka when it comes out in theaters on when does it come out?
December 15th.
December 15th. We watching Wonka?
Yeah.
Remember when crew going to watch Wonka?
Yeah. I mean, that's like a Friday, actually.
I think I work on that day.
You said, oh, nah, my bad.
My bad.
I'm really busy.
He hyping it up just to make it crumble. Yeah, I was going to put my pirate hat on for that. I ain't gonna lie.
You going sailing? Got you.
That's crazy. But yeah, so spoilers ahead if you have not watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Why you haven't, not really sure. It's not one of those movies you need to watch, but you probably should. You probably should check it out.
We talking about the OG, not the second one.
Yeah.
What? I thought we were talking about the OG.
I'm playing.
I was like,
Threw me off. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll roll with that.
I was like, there's so many wrongs with this.
I mean, they're essentially the same movie. There's only like, I mean, other than visually, it's different. But
And
like,
less singing.
Yeah,
you said less or more?
Less.
And which one?
I feel like the older one had more singing.
The older one definitely had more singing.
Mm.
The newer one, whenever they broke out the musical numbers, it was funny for me. Because it was anytime the kids were being tortured, bro. You know, Augustus Gloop is like falling in, and then they came out and broke out a number.
Augustus Gloop, Augustus Gloop, something come poop.
Or like when Violet turned into a blueberry, they came in, they just started doing a whole musical number about how she was a blueberry. You know?
Would you say you like the songs in the original or the remake more?
I think the original, overall lyrically, I think was better. Like just how the songs were. Like it definitely was done more musical style, right?
Mm-hmm.
The new one, I felt the songs are very just like joke, you know, very very joke like, you know, almost gimmicky to be honest, you know. But so I'd probably say the older one.
I feel that the OG is like that theme, like da na 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 na. I love that. You know, that's one of the things that make me fall asleep, bro. It's like a lullaby.
Yep.
That's
what can like soothe you into a good night's sleep.
Yeah, the OG singing, it felt like story based, and the second story singing, I felt like that was just like dancing on someone's corpse. You know what I mean? They got so hyped whenever someone got hurt. Can you imagine you just in that factory and shit happening, then these kids start getting fucked up? You're like, fuck it, I'm diving in the pool and all that.
No, the Oompa Loompas had too much fun with that stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, they were disrespectful. The parents like, is my kid gonna live? They were like,
Are they?
Augustus Gloop. Meanwhile, I was like, Augustus Gloop. Yo, imagine if the kid actually drowned in the chocolate and they're just still going like.
I thought that was going to happen. Bro, do you remember when he went under that water? They were like, dang, is he going to come up? He can't swim.
And Willy Wonka not giving any fucks.
He's like, my chocolate, no.
He literally looked at him. He's like, that's a shame. Bro, no, he was a monster that whole movie. Like,
just infecting my chocolate.
But when they first walk into... Well, actually, I guess before we dive any further, do one of you guys want to give like a breakdown of what the plot is? I mean, I feel like if people don't know the plot by now, like they should, especially like it's been referred to in like so many different shows.
Yeah.
But you guys want to give a quick breakdown?
If you have ever heard about the golden ticket, you know, this is where that movie originated. It was where that term originated from. You got Willy Wonka. He's like the leader of the chocolate factory. He's got a whole regime of Oompa Loompas under his control. Then you got, he sends contests. You get 5 golden tickets. Open up these Wonka bars. You either might get dog shit or you might just, get the golden ticket. And if you get a golden ticket, I think, it has to be a kid in order to enter the contest. Then all the kids who have the golden ticket go to his factory, and pretty much it's all a big test to see which one of these kids is going to run the factory. When Wonka's all old and dead and gone, it's going to be Charlie, but because movies named after him. Ain't no spoilers.
Especially it's going to be Charlie off the bat. I mean, A, his name is in the title, but like B, in the beginning of the movie, it's like, look at this poor, pathetic soul. All right, well, he's going to get the ticket. Like, you're like, because you wouldn't show me sadness unless, there's a glow up later on, that like his life is going to be better.
That man was like literally like little Jesus, bro. Like every time he was like the most selfless individual every time. Like I remember the original movie, he was like a little more... He was acting a little more like a kid because he'll be like, man, I'm not vibe with this. Like he did they ate the gobstoppers with Grandpa Joe. No, not the gobstoppers. The candy that made them float. Like he would do like he would be like a little rascal sometimes. This Charlie, this dude like a little saint. He's like, I do not want that. Like little British boy. Oh, can I have more? Oh, Mr. Wonka. Like this man's like little. Oh, if you don't shut your
pens, please.
I'm just a little child.
Is it the Christmas Carol with the little like Tiny Timmy or whatnot, like the little like pauper dude that's like,
oh you think like Tiny Tim?
Yeah, Tiny Tim. Yeah. That's what you had me thinking of. He's just a little Tiny Tim. Can we talk about how the beginning of the movie was so goofy? Mm-hmm. How this dude built a chocolate palace for a prince, and then this prince basically died by the chocolate melting on his head. What was that?
That's one of the worst ways to go out, dog. That reminds me of the remember Game of Thrones when Khal Drogo dropped the gold on his head?
Oh my God.
That sounds exactly like that. That sounds horrible.
Any comparison to Game of Thrones is crazy, bro.
I don't think that's comparable.
Like this Charlie in the Chocolate Factory and Game of Thrones in the same sentence. What?
That's different. Like pouring melted gold on a man is definitely gonna kill him. But like something collapsing on you that's food and you can't get air. Like
he said the chocolate melted. I don't know. That's why it reminded me of.
Bro, this prince couldn't swim. That was the issue.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Dial. You just killed me. That'd be like me being like, the way he fucked up Thanksgiving remind me of a genocide. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
I said, this persecution reminds me of back in the days.
That rope reminds me of the same witch trials.
No, the beginning of the movie was like goofy, though. I was like, what are they... Like, why are you telling me this information? Like, I don't know if they were trying to show, like, how zany Willy Wonka was. I thought that was, like, not necessarily a low of the movie, but, like, I felt it was just a relevant piece of the movie. Like, you could have taken that out and the movie would not have been impacted at all for me.
Yeah, there was a wider... No, I mean, just a greater focus on Willy Wonka in this movie compared to the original, to be honest.
Compared to... Yeah, I absolutely agree with that because even though Charlie... is supposed to be the star, he only has a little bit of dialogue. No. He really doesn't have that much writing to him.
Yeah, that's weird. The old one's called Willy Wonka, but it's all about Charlie. The new one's called Charlie, but it's all about Willy Wonka.
And I felt like the Willy Wonkas had different personalities too. Like, remember the end of the OG? Like, because he did that stupid shit with his like grandpa, he was like, all right, get out. Like, the fuck? Like,
nothing. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. He was like, but good day, sir.
I love OG Walker. He was a savage. He's like, oh, stop. No, come back. Classic. Like this, the Charlie version, he was more like a man-child. No, he was just weird, bro. He was just making like weird-ass sounds out of nowhere.
Michael Jackson vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Big Michael Jackson vibes.
I completely forgot he was played by Johnny Depp, too, especially with the way Johnny looking like now.
He does not look anything.
I thought that was makeup, bro. I mean, probably is some makeup, but even still, that man look way too different.
Like,
that wig changed lives.
Never figured out. Yeah.
That wig is strong, bro.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have guessed it if, that's something that I didn't already know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, Wonka was just a savage, that whole movie. I remember in the very beginning when, the kids and the parents were walking in and whatnot, Gus Gloop, he was like, don't you want to know our names? He's like, what difference would it make? Like, what?
It's like, bitch, you ran the contest. You don't want to know what we are. Fucking asshole.
I was like, did he just say that?
Bro, he gave no fuck vibes. Remember the fucking robotics in the beginning? He was like, oh, wait for it. Wait. Started up and that shit started breaking apart.
All right, so I have a fun little trivia question for you guys, right? So in the beginning of the movie, the all four of the grandparents and whatnot that are bedridden, I think it was Grandpa. Is he uncle or Grandpa in this one?
Grandpa.
He is still Grandpa.
Yeah, so be Grandpa Joe, right? Yeah.
I didn't know if he was uncle. I thought they had called him uncle, but like I wasn't sure, right? But so Joe, right? He tells Charlie, he says, we are a collective 381 years old. Like, that whole group. So, do you know what the average age for that is?
So, if it was 400 divided by 4, that'd be 100, which means,
aren't they in their 90s or 100s?
They have to be the 90s.
Yeah, so their average age is 93.
Oh, my God.
So, that means, like, a couple of them might be older than that. Like, one of them might be 100, and one of them might be, like, 90. You know what I mean?
Bro, that is scary. Can you imagine you sharing a bed with 3 other dudes? One of them dies overnight.
Bro, when he told me that
damn, who's cold?
You just met that. At that point, they're so bedridden, they can't even control their bowels, bro. Imagine one releases.
Bro, that bed must be crazy.
That shit must be crazy. I feel bad for Charlie and his family. They gotta take care of all them.
Bro, Charlie taking care of 4 people. One of them potentially being 100 years old, and all they're living off of is cabbage soup, bro. What? When he said that number, I literally paused the movie. I said, 381? No fucking. I was like, how are any of y'all alive? Or when this man like jumped out of bed and said, yippee, started skipping around. I was like, bro, your ankles are dust. I was like, I don't know how you're standing right
Bruh,
now.
have you seen that shit where they're like, bruh, these guys are just moochers. Like, you see how much he get up? That man faking it. Like, he was just waiting for success. Man faking disability.
Yo, the one grandpa was a savage in that movie when he was like, the first ticket is gonna be won by a fat kid. And then they show the clip of Augustus Gloop. He's like, I told you, it was a fat bitch.
The way that man said, chocolate. Chocolate.
You talking about Augustus?
Yeah, bro. I hated the way this man said chocolate, bro. I'm fucking
I just
crying.
loved in the interview when they said, what are you gonna do to celebrate? Eat more chocolate? Yo, I love that the one kid, what was his name? It was something TV.
The kid that was obsessed with TVs
yeah, like
and video
Tommy
games.
TV. I don't know what his actual name was, but I was like, it's bad when you got TV in your nickname, bro. Like, that's crazy. And they went to go interview this kid. Die!
Do you remember? They were like, so what do you do? Yeah, we just throw him lunch dinners and he just plays video games. I'm like, no, what? Like,
But yet this man got the IQ of Dexter's Lab, bro. He said, it's easy. I just figured out the algorithm divided by the derivative and then, just one candy bar.
Meanwhile, this motherfucker playing like Call of Duty. Like, what are you talking about algorithms? Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, what just happened?
man, faking it for the IT job. Algorithms and functions. Input.
I know about derivatives.
Input, output, yeah.
Every interview was just gold, bro, because it's just like, what am I watching? Like, who are these kids, bro? Or like Violet, she said, I'm the world champion gum chewer. Weird flex.
Yeah, cool.
That's a weird flex. Okay, sure.
Cool, you're always using your mouth.
Yeah, wild.
Wow.
Wow.
See you on OnlyFans in 5 years. Got it. That's wild. Their interviews were just crazy, bro.
It's crazy because she got the best benefit out of all those kids.
You think she did?
Yeah, bro. Remember they ringed her out and she was like super more flexible?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's a mutant now.
Right?
Yeah, bro.
Can we talk about how the one girl, she was like being sacrificial lamb by the squirrels, bro? When she was being carried into the bird pit.
Yeah.
I hated that little girl. I want one.
Oh, yeah, no. She was annoying. She deserved it. But Willy Wonka was a savage. He's like, where does that lead towards? He's like, oh, the burn pit. And he's like, the burn pit? He said, it only runs on Tuesdays. Today's Tuesday. Oh, shit. Your kid might be in trouble.
He was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, when the squirrel went up and started knocking, and he was like, oh, it must be empty.
I just love that he's like messing around with the keychain too. He's like, not that key. He just had no sense of urgency. He's just like, throw her in the pit. Throw her in the pit. That was crazy. The amount of like the fact that he gave zero fucks about her, bro. Absolutely nuts. But did you guys have a favorite scene inside the factory?
I mean, I remember as a kid, I always loved the chocolate, like the chocolate area. I always appreciated the they would take the chocolate and put in like a TV. I always appreciate that one. Like I thought probably the coolest one.
Okay.
Especially when I was a kid, I was enamored.
That was a pretty wild scene. With honestly, the visual effects for that movie were pretty solid.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll switch my answer. I'm going with the first scene. Like the whole Candy Wonderland. You got the chocolate river looking like fudge. Like that river looks scary though, because you could drop in there. I mean, you saw what happened to Augustus. Everyone knows. If you drop in there, you're probably getting sunk to the bottom. Game over. You're going to drown. I just
love that Augustus was actually grazing on the grass. He's bro,
he was disgusting. He was
on his knees throwing the grass in his mouth.
Man had like just chocolate and shit all over his hands and was just like grabbing things. I'm like, oh, bro, like come on.
Watching that as an adult is cringe because like, damn, that's gonna be a whole. You're gonna be shitting later, bro. It's gonna be bad,
bro. Like after him, I didn't want to touch nothing in that chocolate area. I did like where the everlasting gobstopper was. I don't know why. Like I thought that shit looked delicious as fuck. Like I wanted one so bad, fam. And I just thought because of how they were like showing they created it, I just love that area so much.
Okay, that's fair. Did you guys like the whipped cream scene when they had actual whips like hitting the cows? He's like, oh, it's whipped cream. The one girl was like, that's not how you make whipped cream. He's like, is it actually whipped cream if you don't whip the cows? I was like, I don't even know what to say. I was at a
He
loss.
should have done the chocolate milk too. Brown cows.
Yeah, brown cows. We got strawberry cows.
How did you guys feel about the Oompa Land when he did his backstory about the Oompa Loompas? Do you guys remember like what was all in the backstory?
That man was a freak.
Yo, he was absolutely wild for that. So that definitely gave me like future Jack Sparrow vibes when he like interacted with indigenous people. I think in Dead Man's Chest, the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie, when he was like "Ooh laka tiki tuka taka tika taka," and you're just like, what? Like, what did you just say? Yeah, when he was interacting with the chief of the Oompa Loompas and whatnot.
Yeah, the drink that concoction. I ain't gonna lie, as a kid, I thought that was like more delicious than the candy. I was like, that looks amazing. Like I don't know why. It looked like candy, like liquefied candy or some shit. Like I don't know why.
This man went like this, wrapping around his finger. The goop. I was like, ugh.
The way he ate stuff was just nasty. Like he just fucking killed that bug and then like saw the goo. Was like disgusting.
Yeah, he was in Oompa Land trying to find the like exotic flavors and whatnot. Yeah, and then do you guys remember how he got the Oompa Loompas to work for him?
He offered them something financial. What was it?
He busted out the whip and told him to get to working.
He said, "Whoosh," get in here.
They valued something. What did they value?
Yeah, it was the cocoa beans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he said, he said that they were lucky to even find one or two like a year, and he said
Because it's rare where they're from.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So he said, "Come work for me, and I'll give all your wages in cocoa beans."
Bruh, it's crazy because the Oompa Loompas, like the way they have them built, and they're just like, yeah, there's just animals that make it dangerous for them to harvest the cocoa beans. I'm like, bro, are they Jurassic Park, bro? Like,
No, they really were. This man had to use a machete on a bug, bro. That was nuts. I just love that the one dad, he was like, I'm a high school geography teacher. That doesn't exist. He's like, well, my good sir, you are uncultured. I explained to him about Oompa Land. I was like, that's wild.
Did you like the newer ones or the old ones more? Because they're both completely different. The older ones look like literally. If you told me like an Oompa Loompa, I'd be like, "Oh, that orange motherfucker, that's an Oompa Loompa."
Yeah, I picture.
That's an Oompa Loompa.
I think when I think about Oompa Loompas, I picture the old ones.
Mm.
But I have to say the newer one. Well, I don't know who that actor is. I need to put some respect on their name. I'll Google it, but. They killed it because they did every single part, every single role possible. They're dancing, everything they did to the T, just perfect. It was just so funny. But I think about that one if I think about like the comedic relief, right? But like overall picture Oompa Loompa, the old one.
yeah, and I like the old school Oompa Loompa song. It just goes too hard.
Oompa Loompa.
It gets stuck in your head regardless. If you watch the movie once, it's over.
Yeah, it's true. It's short but sweet.
I'm gonna try to see who that actor was.
Just like candy, short and sweet. Short and sweet.
I forgot that their eyebrows were completely white too in the old one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I remember their skin being orange. I just didn't remember like their anything else.
They're like walking carrot sticks.
Yeah, actually, they really are. They really are.
So if your man is chewing an everlasting gobstopper, he's like, "Hey man, can you hold this? You gotta chew it though."
I mean, why not? Why not? I'll do it.
That's crazy. How did you guys feel about Willy Wonka's backstory overall, though, with his dad being the dentist and just his background with candy and all that?
His headgear setup was crazy.
That
shit looked like it hurt. Like if you've had braces and you see this man's getup, it looks like this man's teeth must be on fire every living moment. That man said, "I could have one." Head ass.
Okay, so I found the guy. His name is Deep Roy.
Deep Roy?
That's a
Roy.
deep ocean.
Deep.
Okay, no. So his official name is Gurdeep Roy, but professionally they know him as Deep Roy.
Go Deep Roy?
Go Deep?
And Gurdeep. Gurdeep.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that'd be wow. Go Deep Roy.
Go Deep Roy.
I was like, this man a porn star? Like,
yeah. That's just like one of the outfits he puts on. After he gets his cacao beans. Go Deep Roy.
This is side money.
That would be crazy. But no, the headgear setup kind of remind me of like Night Brace from Kids Next Door. Yeah, it would just
look painful.
Yeah, not fun at all. But Yeah, I do have to say, I did feel uncomfortable every time he took like a mental break for the flashbacks. He was like, "Daddy," and then it flashed back. I'm like, okay, that's a weird transition. That's wild.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the new one is like a grown man child that's like still hasn't grown out. He's like, like that type of shit. But like the old one, he's like, he feels like more mature. That's why I like. That's why I respect that, man. The new one could just give me bad vibes, bro. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
It's just weird.
He's just a weird man. I don't want to hear my
weird.
kids.
Yeah.
If my kid won the golden ticket, I'm tearing that shit in half. I'm not letting that man go near Wonka.
New Wonka gives me the vibe like he's trying to pass off the company just to watch it burn. Like, not like the old man like OG where he's like, y'all fucking around. Like, I can't have that. Like, you can't be CEO, little nigga.
Like, imagine if Augustus won that. He'd be like, okay, Augustus, you now own the factory. Meanwhile, he's like licking the wall.
Just face underneath the waterfall.
The Oompa Loompas would just be in charge at that point.
Probably assassinate his ass. He'd be like, Augustus fell in the river and never came back.
We fed him to the squirrels.
Him in the river. Just hold him down.
I can see them encasing him in chocolate.
Like a block
He'll
of
forever eat his way out.
Or he might just be dead.
Just straight up dead. I loved in the beginning when, was it Grandpa Joe, he would told him, Willy Wonka, he said, Mr. Wonka, you said I used to work for you. He was like, are you one of those parasite dogs that used to steal my recipes and give it to other people? He was like, no. He said, oh, well, welcome back. But he really took a moment, just absolutely ripped into everybody that did him wrong. I was like, that's crazy. But I mean, I get it. I get it. I was like, this man's secret recipes just like somehow landed on the streets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's justified. How did you guys feel? So like kind of like go into the original movie. How do you guys feel about that like dude in the beginning that would like whisper to all the winners, where you were like, oh, like who?
Oh my!
Because like they didn't have that in the newer one.
Yeah, I forgot.
You know,
Bro, the OG guy with the cart, you mean?
Yeah, the creepy guy,
bro,
that had like the scar on his face.
He had like sights and a bunch of shit that he just had like
sinister,
clanking around.
Yeah.
Bro, I think that's the devil. Like you got like this creepy ass nigga. The sun points east. Don't journey to the mountains, for they forbade the truth. It walks away. Like what? Like, what'd you say? I think you cursed me. Like,
I completely forgot man's existence too when I was watching the new one. I didn't even know. I forgot it was completely there. To be honest,
I was rewatching the old one and I was like, oh, I forgot about like that. There was a dude that kind of tied everything together, sorta.
Yeah, but it's kind of inconsequential. Like,
it really was though, and that's what.
It's just being creepy to be creepy.
what if he was God?
Ooh, what if he was the original Willy Wonka? What if Wonka was the new Willy Wonka was actually the old one, and the old one was actually he was the former golden ticket winner.
Oh, that's so wild.
Yeah,
no.
this Willy Wonka is the former golden ticket winner. Meanwhile, that's he's the grandfather, like grandfather Wonka.
It's actually Willy Wonka's real dad.
Not
The dad he connected with was a fake.
That'd be a crazy side story, bro. Yeah.
Man.
His adoptive father, while he was in Africa searching the Badlands for candy flavors, that's nuts, bro. Oh my gosh.
What's funny, isn't there like technically a sequel to like the Willy Wonka series?
Is there?
Yeah, that's like
in book
completely
form?
disconnected. It's like the same world, apparently, I heard.
Oh, wait.
And like the world was fucked up. Niggas was living in trains and shit or something like that.
No fucking.
Or underground. I don't know.
Why am I thinking Oppenheimer? It involves a train. It had Chris Evans in that shit.
Yeah.
Snowpiercer. You ever see that movie?
No.
Dude, it's the same director as the Parasite, that movie that won Best Picture a while ago. Really cool movie. It's like a train. It's the apocalypse, and that train is literally like the last people, like the last piece of civilization. It's a really badass movie. I really like that movie. And it was like, there's a theory about like that. I remember you showed me the video or something.
Yeah.
And it was like literally like, oh, this is how Wonka is tied. This is the leader of the train. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? I mean, I'm almost convinced.
I forgot what stemmed that, but I remember someone was like, yeah, bro, like the world ends in like this whole world and everything. I'm like, what? Like Willy Wonka?
What's a good movie? Highly recommend Snowpiercer. Really good movie.
I recommend it.
Highly recommend.
I'm not gonna lie, I just googled it and yeah, it has like some crazy good reviews.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
watch it.
It doesn't have a prequel now.
What?
Doesn't have a prequel now.
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, so maybe it's good.
Oh, for Snowpiercer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, oh, we got Willy Wonka 2 in the form of a book or
Well,
like
because they're remaking it. Well, now there's no like before Snowpiercer. If the theory's true.
Oh, wait, so the theory just got shot in the foot?
I don't know. I guess they deleted my theory.
Yeah.
Bastards.
You gonna boycott this movie now?
That's why they're remaking it. The Marvels is gonna fail. This is their last chance.
Yeah, so isn't the new movie supposed to be like a prequel? Like, or basically it explains how Willy Wonka met the Oompa Loompas and all that?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I only saw like one trailer, but I was like, nah, this looks kind of...
I didn't really see...
This was kind of stupid, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if I saw a trailer. Oh, I'm just wondering, like, who asked for this, like, right now?
Nobody.
Who asked for a majority of these new movies, to be honest?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, what else are you gonna add, though, to be honest? Like...
Yeah, they covered the story, but, like, I mean, obviously they didn't go into crazy detail, but, like, they didn't need to. They were just like, he went there, he met him, he offered them some. They were like, oh, yeah, sure. And then that's it. You know what I mean?
But is it like a continuation of the newest one?
I doubt it. I feel like it's going to be
because if it's a whole new redo, and then it sounds like they're introducing a prequel and they planned another movie and redoing the main thing again.
See, I don't know if it was even based off like, because it'd be one thing if it was based off like a book or something like, oh, Willy Wonka the before years or some shit like that. Like, but no, I don't even think it's based off anything. They're just doing it for remake sake or like a prequel sake.
You see, I kind of dread this, but I feel like they might take in this direction where they might do what Despicable Me did and break off where like the Minions had their own movie or whatnot, and they're probably going to do like an Oompa Loompa movie, like of its own, right? Like where the whole center is just the Oompa Loompas.
I'm just thinking like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Oompas.
They're trying to make Oompa Loompas the next Minions. Get your Oompa Loompa figurines.
Yeah, I would love an Oompa Loompa movie where they revolt against Wonka. That would be a badass movie. Yo, make that movie.
That would be entertaining.
It would be. Yo, just make it.
So wait, are you suggesting like a horror movie where like they're locked in the factory and the Oompa Loompas rebel and he has to like fight off against them?
That would be pretty cool. Like, yo, oh my God. Like a new, like maybe Charlie is the head of the factory now.
Why is he killing the workers? Why are y'all making it like that?
No, it's just crazy.
No, this is perfect. Because think about it. They all they want is the cocoa beans, right? So now you got one of the Oompa Loompas getting too smart for his own good. So now he's going to be like, you know what? We don't even need Wonka. We don't need to be slaves to this. We just make our own and grow our own cocoa beans. So now since now Charlie's in the lead, he gets more kids to do the golden ticket challenge. Boom, everything gets shut down. Now the Oompa Loompas are coming out one by one. one per area. And they're just gonna kill off the kids one by one. Yo, this is a perfect horror movie. When Willy Wonka, they're gonna do the same thing like they did with Winnie the Pooh. They're gonna make like Winnie the Pooh the horror movie.
Yeah.
When Willy Wonka goes public domain, make that movie. Make it right now.
Willy Wonka, Blood and Chocolate.
Yes.
Y'all are making sci-fi level movies right now. Disgusting. I'm over here like, oh yeah, family-friendly movie. They're having a war and they, I don't know, overflow the river and then you got to deal with it and he's sending other Oompa Loompas.
One of the kids getting drowned in the river. The kid is getting fed like the shit that blue violet is constantly feeding them until they explode.
That's crazy. That's gonna be all their deaths, bro.
Wonka unleashes the squirrels and starts biting their eyes out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you actually get to see that incinerator, that burn pit that Veruca was gonna be in. Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
They start shooting people into TVs.
And then it ends with finally with Charlie's is like, it's over. Self-destruct.
Wild ending.
It just fucking ends. That's a perfect movie.
Just says the end. Doom da
doom da doom da dee doom. End credits or like a post-credit scene. One Oompa Loompa still remains. Cocoa beans.
That's a crazy movie poster right there. Cocoa beans.
That's a perfect.
What would you title this trash?
The Rise of the Planet of the Oompas.
No, that series ain't bad.
No, that's crazy. That's Snowpiercer 2.
At least though, to prove my theory, it was connected.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So what do you guys give your overall rating of this movie?
This one compared to the OG is better. I'm not even just biased. I think the OG is just way better. But new one does its own thing. Actually, I kind of like you said with the effects earlier, I like the visual effects, like the whole style. Because the old Chocolate River looked like water with it looked like dirt water. But the new one actually looked like fudge. It looked pretty cool. But yeah, I'll give it like a 5. It's not bad. Not like offensive. It's not that bad. The OG one, I'm giving that like a 7 to 8.
Okay. How about you, Amir?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate how Grandpa was, faking his disability, so I have to give it probably like a 4 or 3 out of 10. The OG, they were full on not moving from that bed, and my man brought home a little loaf and was like, "Yeah, I got paid today." I saw the struggle. I appreciated the realism of the OG.
In the OG, didn't Charlie not have a dad in that one?
Yeah, I don't think he had a dad.
Yeah, he didn't have a dad in that one, which I think that kind of built up the relationship between him and Mr. Wonka a little bit more, or like kind of made it a little bit more like touching in that regard. But I'd probably say, honestly, like probably like 6 and a 6.5, like 6.5 being for the older one, because I do think the musical numbers were just a lot better done, But the issue is that for me, it's just aged so much that it's not something that I would watch nowadays. You know what I mean?
Shout out. We forgot to shout this out for the OG. That tunnel scene traumatized so many damn kids.
Oh yeah, bro. I went and rewatched that.
I'm giving a movie an 8 just for that. When it just shows a fucking head of a chicken getting cut, I'm like, what the hell's happening?
I remember as soon as that played, someone was like, "What the heck is this?" Meanwhile, this nigga being creepy on the boat. Nobody knows where we're going, but the rivers are flowing. Spinning and spinning.
It's a damn shame they did not have that in the remake. That's why, now remakes a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, actually.
4 out of 10.
All right, go watch the old one. That's what we're getting at. Here.
Watch the new one if you're a little attention span deficit.
And go watch Snowpiercer. Go check it all out.
Yeah. That's your homework for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, there we go. That's all you gotta do. And let us know in the comments which Wonka movie is your favorite. And if you're gonna see the new Wonka movie, let us know what your thoughts are. But until then, thank you all so much for listening and watching. We love you all so very much. Until next time, peace out, members.
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.